Bora, meu amigão de fogo. Galera, começando a ser mais live pra vocês, galera. Todos bem-vindos aí. Bora continuar jogando mais paramos aqui no RoboCop Rogue City aí. Bora, ô de fogo. Olha o jogão aí. Aí, entra pra jogar com eles aí. Chamou sempre não pra jogar com você. Tá jogando Texas aí. Ele e o nordestino aí.
Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did. Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
A manteiguinha, já que você gosta aí. Bonito ele, muito foda.
You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo. See you later in the briefing room.
Aí, ó.
Welcome back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rad.
As I was writing it, I'd noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Yes, practice makes perfect. Let us not waste any more time.
You want to go now? Yeah, great. Let's go. I love the smell of this room. Should we start? First, I want to watch you practice. Can I come down?
No.
I can't help myself. That was awesome.
We are not.
This has to be some sort of record.
It is not.
I took so many notes.
Next time, do it quietly. Eliminate distractions. Being overeager is one of them.
Ah, so that's the actual lesson. Now I get it.
Is your service weapon properly prepared?
I was issued this old gun and serviced it according to the manual.
I will try it out.
Sure thing. There you go.
There's my favorite law enforcement officer.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is resourceful.
Why, thank you. I try very hard to not try at all. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Again. Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
In other news, Mayor Kuzak suffers another humiliation during his mayoral campaign. The hats that he gave away to the homeless citizens of Detroit have another application. Turn into balaclavas that are now common.
What is it, officer?
Huh? I didn't realize I was talking out loud. It's just that I need to hang Briggs's picture on the memorial wall. It's just a lot. Hey, would you be so kind and help me? All you have to do is find Briggs's photo in the database and print it out. Just make sure to hang it straight. Otherwise, I won't hear the end of it from Sarge.
Is everything okay?
Your service weapon is broken.
I calibrated it. I did everything the manual said.
It is beyond repair. They must have issued it to you by mistake.
Huh. I don't think that's entirely true. Other cops give me a hard time because Mr. Becker hired me to monitor you. But I guess that's the way it has to be.
A cop must be ready. Get a different gun.
Sure. Thank you, Robo.
Thanks to RoboCop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Please put down your weapon.
I can see your bank job turned out to be quite intense. And 209's behavior improves.
So far, so good.
You should be heading towards the vault. It's through the office area.
You now have 15 seconds to comply. You now have 15 seconds to comply.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it. Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that. RoboCop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitcher. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost. Supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Fala, meu amigão Samuel, seja bem-vindo aí, mano. Melhoras pra você, fera.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager, I would probably ask for that switch to be installed somewhere around my desk. Now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help, you old nutjob.
RoboCop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
RoboCop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
I need the support of a combat engineer.
I saw that Orpheus kid playing puzzle games on his breaks. Ask him for help. I'll be watching you. From a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Okay.
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule. Call...
Ah, os caras nem tá com medo aí, ó.
Oh, no. Okay. Tell me what you see.
Fala, ô, meu amigo Samuel. Já assistiu aquele filme do RoboCop novo lá? Já vi. Ah, né? Fica falando o quê, mano? O cara não sai daquele jogo. Eu falei pra você, mano. Meu amigo vai ver se joga amanhã o COD e o MW2 com o modo... Não, eu peguei ele. Você não viu que eu peguei ele agora há pouco lá, mano? Na promoção? Peguei a campanha e vou jogar multiplayer pra você ver. Vou jogar multiplayer pra jogar a campanha de novo pra você ver pelo PC.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts.
Tá 170 na brisa, eu peguei agora lá. Falei pra você falar pro Neto pegar, mano.
4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
Cara gosta, o cara tem que pegar, não tem desculpa, Mr. Malco. Eu peguei, o cara não pode pegar, mano? Ah. Pode perder uma oportunidade disso aí, meu amigo. Vai esperar daqui 3 meses pra baixar o jogo de novo, daqui 3 meses abaixa o preço do jogo? É complicado, né, meu amigo?
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
I will not contribute to the
RoboCop! I knew our founder would send his best!
We're not done yet.
Mr. Beck...
I only played dead.
Found it? Okay.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables. Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables.
Okay, maybe this isn't the time.
I will have to improvise.
Just remember, detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
Ai, apertei o botão errado, galera. Foi mal.
I will not contribute to the RoboCop! I knew our founder, Mr. Becker.
I need the support of a combat officer, Washington. I am looking at. There is.
Gosh, I'm first.
Are you looking?
Found. Okay.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Four connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24.
Just...
Aqui, Mr. Malcolm. Ah, de novo, velho. Cortei o cabo errado. Ó, tem uma pegadinha aqui, velho. Bora de novo, galera. Cortar outro cabo, velho.
Depriving my grateful...
Aqui tem um cara com a massa igual do Jason. É, Mr. Malcolm. Tem um cara igualzinho com a máscara do Jason. Eu acabei de matar ele, pra você botar a live você vê aí, ó. Vou cortar isso aqui, galera. Bora de novo, galera. Uma pegadinha ali, Samuel. Cortar o último cabo e depois corta esse do meio. Entendi.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect.
There are... I will...
Just remember...
Porra, mas tinha outra ainda. Outra pegadinha. Outra pegadinha, Samuel. É, tinha outra pegadinha, você viu ali, Samuel? Já entendi já. Vai de novo. Acabei de pegar aqui, Samuel, o código MW2, Samuel. Vou fazer live de novo pra vocês dele pro PC, jogando um modo campanha aí e vou jogar os multiplayer, Samuel. Tá na promoção lá na Blizzard, lá, quem quiser pegar aí. Bora, galera, bora de novo aqui, agora não vai errar não, mister.
Four cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect from the street vultures.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative. 4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24.
According to...
There are... I will...
Just...
Bora, agora vai errar, Samuel. Aqui não pode cortar esse vermelho, Samuel. Aqui tem uma pegadinha. Depois é o 6 aqui. Uma pegadinha de malandro. Não, tá certo. Não, tá certo aqui que ele tá. Cabum! Agora foi. Samuel, tá vindo a super máquina aí, hein, Samuel? Semana, dia 2 de janeiro, Samuel, eu vou ter que apresentar pra vocês na live aí, hein? Vai rodar em 8K, isso aqui tá rodando em 4K? Imagina 8K, Mr. Malco. Ô, Mr. Malco, tudo zero, filho. Só vai deixar minha placa de vídeo e minha fonte, filho. Já tá vendido já pro meu parente. Mas não vou vender caro não, que ele não tem como pagar, entendeu? Né? Eu vou ver o preço pra ele. Né? Só pra ele trabalhar, não é pra ele jogar não, entendeu? Aí vai com tudo com ele, gabinete, alter cooler, vai com tudo, Mr. Malco. Tudo, filho. Tem choro não, Mr. Malco. Essa amiga montar uma máquina pra 10 anos não mexer nisso. Ah, eu tenho que bolar um preço pra ele ainda. Ele tá mexendo lá, ele tá fuçando lá, tá pondo outro Windows lá. Ele vai pagar a parcela pra mim que ele não tem como pagar, entendeu? Pra ele usar, que ele tem um computador muito antigo, mano, muito antigo lá. Vou montar uma super máquina, vou fazer live com vocês aí, ó. Jogando com o Ray Trace pra você, Mr. Malco. Ray Trace tudo ligado no máximo. Não precisa de uma placa 4090. Essa 3070 minha, filho, leva de boa qualquer jogo aí, meu irmão. Muito forte essa placa aqui, meu amigão. Eu vou pôr um processador pra empurrar ela mais ainda pro você, Mr. Malco. Você viu o desempenho da placa mais ainda. O processador vai ficar dormindo, igual você dorme, Mr. Malco. Ele vai dar trabalho pra placa de vídeo, Mr. Malco. O que é o correto aí pra você? O processador fica dormindo ali de boa. Quem trabalha é a placa de vídeo. Essa foi fogo, né, bicho? Se você tá aí, você falando na live ao vivo essas coisas aí. O seu amigo quando vai falar alguma coisa, filho, eu leio, eu sei do assunto, não vou falar qualquer bobeira não, filho, não é assim não. Ah, seu amigo lê livro, filho. Lê livro de economia aí, muita coisa aí. Pra poder falar pra vocês, filho, e provo. Será que é aquilo, será que é isso? Não. É assim, Mr. Mal. Da bagunçada. Não, isso é louco. Isso é uma coisa certeira. Mas eu falei pra vocês, isso é foda do quê? De ele ler um jornal, ver um vídeo, alguma coisa, não vê nada. Não é nada, mentira. Eu que sou eu, não vejo todo dia jornal, não vejo, eu vejo uma vez por semana. Antigamente eu vejo todo dia, não dá pra ficar vendo isso aí, não dá, mano. Não dá pra ficar vendo essas coisas aí. Só tem desgraça também. É, também. Mas uma vez ou outra você tem que saber. Nem tudo é verdade, deixa eu ver. Tem que estar informado das coisas aí, filho. O cara muda uma lei, Mr. Mal. Ferra você, ferra o Sam, ferra todo mundo aqui, amigão. E aí? Isso aí, viu? Os caras estavam toda mudando lei, toda hora mudando lei aí. Principalmente com o cara trabalhador. Claro que é. Tá perdendo os direitos, mano. Os trabalhadores aí das leis. Tem que entender, mano. O cara que é patrão, dependendo do trampo, 1 hora de trampo ele paga o seu salário do mês inteiro. 1 hora de trampo, velho. Você quer um exemplo? O cara paga aí pra você 1 ou 2 horas de trampo? Um ramo bom? MC Malco? Mecânica. Mecânica, o cara paga. O cara paga 3, 4, 5 pau um mecânico aí bom. E dependendo do serviço, ele, só de mão de obra, ele, arrumando o carro, ele cobra uns 3, 4, 5 mil. 2, 3 horas de trampo ele faz, ele já paga o seu salário. E aí? Eu já tava em mecânica, fiz como que é, e o cara falava pra mim que era assim mesmo. Muito bom, velho. Você já viu o brasileiro ficar andando sem carro? Já viu na rua? Você não vê. É? Fica endividado tudo, mas não arruma o carro? É assim, velho. Sabe valorizar, mano, o que você faz. Muito ramo bom lá pra você ganhar dinheiro aí, muito ramo bom, velho. Falei pro Didi fazer o bagulho de vender PC aí, mano. Ele montar os PC montados aí. Vai montar uns PC caros, ele falou, monta um PC 2, 3 mil reais, a galera compra lá no Mercado Livre. Entendeu? Monta o kit montado, o cara se vira com o gabinete lá, mano. Monta só com a placa-mãe, as memórias, processador, já era. Já ganha um bom dinheiro, velho. E vende rapidinho isso aí, na hora. Nossa, que isso? Olha aquela bateria, deixa eu pegar aqui, velho. Calma aí que eu já vejo somente, deixa eu ver se me arrumar. É, o cara ganha dinheiro, mexer com essas coisas de motor, moto aí, qualquer coisa, né? Ganha mão de obra, Samuel, mão de obra. O cara mexer, 200 conto, amigão. Entendeu? Ai, mano, que tá começando da onde esse maluco, velho? Ó o malandro pilantra aí, ó. Apareceu, pilantra? Eu não tô sabendo isso aí não. Tu vê isso aí? Você tava muqueado no Discord aí, né, Adriano? Tem jeito, né, Adriano? Ah. O cara tá tarefado, filho. Olha no seu PS4 aí, vê se tá na promoção o código MW2. Eu peguei lá agora na Blizzard. Vê aí. Vê se tá aí, Adriana. Vê se tá uma promoção pra você lá. Já mostrei pro Mr. Malco aí, tá manteiguinha. Já instalou o jogo em 10 minutos. A internet tá bala aqui hoje. Fala pro Mr. Malco. 10 minutos instalou o jogo, 180 GB, acho que é. 10 minutos, hein? Foi foguete, não foi, Mr. Mal? Fala pra ele aí. Ai, tem o multiplayer. Vou jogar multiplayer na live pra você ver. Vou jogar o modo história de novo, a campanha. A campanha é massa do jogo. A campanha é massa. Ele vai ver lá o Leôncio lá. O Capitão Price. Com o bigodão lá e a barba.
RoboCop! Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
É o MW2, vê aí.
There he is, the man of inventions.
Before the attack, we all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
Yeah, glad we got Murphy on our
I
team.
have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
É, você vai gostar dele, o Capitão Price. Tem um Ghost lá, mano. Ghost é um cara igual a você, mano, que não se mostra. Ele é de elite, é. Você não vê que ele sempre tá mascarado?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when I tried to charge it.
Mas é no jogo lá, Adriano. Ele é um cara de elite, mano. Não se mostra, Mr. Mal. Alguém não conhece ele, é o Capitão Price. Sabe quem é ele? Que ele escalou ele?
I'm afraid not. Looks like OCP.
Quanto?
All right. Let's see what's cooking under the.
Aí, ó. Pega pra jogar comigo, Adriano. Bora.
He's all yours, Doctor.
Bora, bora. Chora não, Adriano. Bora, bora. Ah, mano, não dá. E fala pra Adriano aí, ó.
Hello, Murphy. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
It helps if the criminals know that they should fear me.
I suppose it makes your job easier. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
Adriano vai gostar da super máquina que tá vindo aí, Adriano. Super máquina.
And how do you view their decision?
Mr. Mal vai atacar 7 telas só de SSD M2, Mr. Mal. Vai ser VaptVupt.
They would not want to see me.
Vai pegar um jogo de 50 GB e baixar em menos de 5 minutos, Mr. Mal. Atenção, que é isso?
Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you?
Qualquer jogo quando você pegar e abrir é instantâneo. Abre e fecha, não tem essa de carregar. Não tem isso, meu amigão. O processador que seu amigo vai pôr, amigão, o bagulho é bruto.
They tend to remind us of what we're
bruto, mano, pra desempenho.
The thief that broke into my house.
Aguarde você verá, amigão.
He was my brother. He was an addict.
E vou continuar com essa minha plaquinha da Green Yard aqui, é 3070. É monstro, amigão. Ela vai empurrar o processador muito bem sossegada.
It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family.
Feel them. These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As echoes of the past. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted.
Guerra Fria? Que Guerra Fria?
I've got plenty to think about for now.
Eu tenho já. Tem que me adicionar na Blizzard, depois você me adiciona na Blizzard, Adriano. Já como tá meu nick na Blizzard, você adiciona lá, tá? Rei Leão. Tem um hashtag lá. Você vê lá aí do... Não, tem que ver no canal lá, tem que ver os vídeos do código meu, tá lá marcado meu hashtag lá. Não, tem o nome lá, velho.
Yeah, just keep following the road.
But the road ends here.
What was that? You're breaking up.
Am I? I'm hearing you clearly.
Oh my god, what a lemon.
You two seem to be enjoying yourselves.
Just having a little fun with our fellow dispatcher.
Don't worry, I'm sure the kid has a sense of humor. It's just a little blue hazing. And he's an OCP stooge anyway.
You're not going soft on us, are you, Murphy?
OCP is never to be trusted.
That's what I'm saying.
You know that he runs tobacco with a stack of papers every time you two talk, right? He's a rat.
We're just looking out for you, Murphy.
All right. The situation at the bank was contained in a relatively smooth fashion. So what did we learn from it?
When it's their money on the line, OCP will send RoboCop, the entire SWAT team, and a bunch of Ed 209s that actually work.
Anything else?
Wendell Antonowski no longer deals with the street vultures.
That's right. There's been a rift in their midst, and I want to know why.
Spike has proven to be talkative, under suitable conditions.
That's why I want you all to head to the city and do some actual police work. We need to find Spike. The attack on OCP Bank was a desperate move. I'm sure there's plenty of theories floating around. So we need to listen to what the streets are saying to find where the vultures are hiding.
I know someone versed in street talk.
Talk to him. And oh, I almost forgot. Murphy, once you're downtown, the old man wants to meet with you.
Oh, the old man himself? What an honor.
Yeah, he's the closest Detroit has to real-life royalty. Maybe for saving him all that money, he'll knight you or something.
Enough! Head downtown, ask around, and most importantly, find Spike.
RoboCop! Over here! You wouldn't want to make the mayor of Detroit wait, would you?
May I help you, Mr. Mayor?
Oh, it's me who's gonna do the helping. You know John Mills, I presume? The OCP puppet who's gunning for my seat as mayor? I've heard from a reliable source that he's planning to make you the highlight of his election bid. Judging by your expressive face, he hasn't talked to you about it yet, huh? That's what I figured. What a slimy bastard. Using your image to influence the good people of this city, and without your consent? That's clearly something that I would never do. But you know that I've always appreciated what you're doing for our city, right? So, the real question is, what are we gonna do about it together?
I will not let OCP take over this city.
I knew you'd understand. I need to go. Campaign season is busy, but let me leave you with one word of advice. Whatever you do, make it clear that you are not siding with Mills. You can be sure that they'll twist your every word and use it against you. That's what OCP does. Thanks for the talk, RoboCop. Say no to Delta City. Vote for the neighborhoods. Vote for Kuzak.
RoboCop is getting a face-to-face with the old man himself? I'd tell him all about how the OCP is fucking us over.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't say a word if you
Shiny.
actually met him.
Got a job for you.
Did you meet him?
How are you feeling after the incident at the bank?
Who gives a shit? I heard that you're heading to the city. Once you're out there, I want you to check one apartment for me. There's suspicion of domestic terrorism and corporate espionage, so expect a warm welcome.
Should I assume hostility from the suspect?
I assume you'll find sensitive data there. Look for it thoroughly and make sure it comes straight back to my hands. Tenement across the street from the arcade, apartment 12. Now go, I've got to prepare for a meeting. And remember, if you won't take care of it, another cop will have to. Another cop that isn't quite as resistant to deadly surprises as you are.
Hey you, the old man is waiting for you upstairs. This entrance to the building is off limits. You have to use the staircase.
Do you think it's gonna hold his weight?
Doesn't matter. Just old junk that needs recycling. The old man's waiting. So, it's true what they say. You do have some kind of defect.
Oh, it's good to see you, my boy. Leave us. I want to talk to him in private. You have to excuse me for not getting up. I'm in a rather unfortunate state. You did exceptional work at the bank. I want you to know that I am deeply grateful for your service to OCP and the city of Detroit. See, I grew up in this very apartment, or what's left of it. It used to be a thriving neighborhood. Nothing like what you see right now. I always dreamt of turning it into the most prosperous district in the city. A new heart of Detroit. Can you imagine? Or do you think it's just an old fool's pipe dream?
I agree with all city improvement plans that have the citizens' well-being in mind.
Glad to know you approve. Delta City's construction is about to start. Finally, replaced with the new and strong. Decay and death are terrible things. You lose everything you worked for your entire life. But I don't have to tell you what that's like. It really makes me wonder, has the time you spent in that armor been a burden to you?
The only burden it causes is to criminal scum.
I admire your confidence. The real reason I've summoned you here is because I'm worried. I'm aware of your instability problems, and it's not a matter that we can overlook. That's why I've requested to have people look after you. Tell me, How are you finding your evaluations with Dr. Blanche?
I am happy to comply with any activity that improves effectiveness.
You're a good sport. I can imagine it's not a pleasant experience, but I can't express how much I'd like you to keep at it. I'm sure that becoming a liability is the last thing you'd want. Am I right?
That is correct.
Now we've reached an understanding. Tell me, is there anything I could do to put your mind at ease?
My fellow officers worry about OCP's intention regarding their work.
Really? I'll have a word with Becker. Perhaps some new equipment would boost their morale.
It would be appreciated.
I have to say, you brought a lot of hope into this old man's heart. Now, excuse me. I'm not supposed to exert myself too much. Doctor's orders. And you can't argue with them. Take care of yourself. After all, the peace of Detroit depends on your well-being.
Holy shit! What was that?
RoboCop. Not such a piece of junk after all.
Adriano?
Hey Murphy, are you done with the old man's...
E aí, nada?
Remember to get back in touch with your informer. See if he has any info that could get us back on the bikers.
Aí, meu amigo, o caixa tá fraco aí, Mr. Malcolm. Ô, Mr. Malcolm. Ê, Adriana. Quanto que tá o seu Street Fighter 6? Você viu aí no seu PS4, Adriano? Não, tem desconto, dá uma olhada pra ver aí. Tem um desconto na Steam, deve tá dando desconto em tudo que é lugar aí. Galera, obrigado por estar vendo a live aí, tá? Seja tudo bem-vindo aí. Daqui a pouco a gente joga pra vocês o Dead by Daylight, tá, galera? Amanhã eu jogo pra vocês o Avatar, tá? Não deu pra jogar hoje, amanhã eu jogo aí. Hã? É louco, o jogo do RoboCop é lindo, galera. Olha a textura do jogo, olha. Ela caprichou a empresa que fez o jogo, que é a Nacon aí, galera. Tem um monte de jogo legal pra vocês verem depois aí.
Ugh, all they're playing are sequels. I hate sequels. Why didn't you come up with something original?
I completely agree. Oh, it's getting so cold. Luckily, the previous owner didn't need this jacket anymore.
Greetings. Waiting for the movie screening.
Just browsing to find which movie would most enhance my nuke experience.
If you need experience that will enhance your senses, I will gladly be of assistance.
I like trying new things, but let me take a rain check on that. Nah, tell me, what's the next job for the police's finest duo?
I need information on Spike's whereabouts.
That SOB. I'll never forgive him for what he did to Briggs. Luckily, there ain't much left of the street vultures after the bank heist. They're probably laying low. But now you mention it, I heard about a biker who had a crash near the riverbank just behind the mart. So, your best bet is to check out the scene of the accident, or maybe hit up a nearby mechanic to see if they know anything.
Any witnesses?
There's this crazy old bum who hangs out around there. He's nosy. Maybe he could help.
Are you positive that he escaped on the damaged motorcycle?
Not so much on it as with it. From what I gathered, the bike suffered more than just a dent. I'm guessing he must have dragged it to some nearby mechanic to get it back in shape. I think Ben's shop is the closest.
You really want justice for Briggs?
We owe him. But it's more about Daniel and Gale. And I think everyone will sleep better once those butchers are taken care of.
Thank you. You have given me all I need.
I know you're busy, but there's something that I need your help with.
I will not be involved in any illegal activity.
That's very presumptuous of you. I just need help finding a VHS tape in the rental place across the street. The title slipped my mind, and I assume you've got like a database or something in your head that'll make looking for it a breeze. So what do you say? Will you help me look for it?
If it helps you stay out of trouble, let us proceed.
Yeah, it'll solve all my problems. Let's go!
What are you looking for?
So there's this movie about a guy with a gun, and there's this bad guy who wants something. I'm pretty sure the title has some biblical reference in it.
You lack vital information on the subject.
Okay, let's start searching. Remember, the title has something to do with the Bible, saints, cosmos, or whatever. Let's start by checking the thriller and drama sections.
Should we ask the owner?
Forget him. He has no idea about movies. He thinks that Salamanca deserved the Golden Piston for the Best Picture.
I heard that, and it did.
Beleza, valeu, Samuel.
Kind Shepherd?
Love that one. You know, that movie could have never happened. The director threw out the script after reading a couple of pages. Thankfully, his wife picked it out of the trash, and after reading it, she forced her husband to give it another look.
Everyone deserves a second chance.
Do we? I'm not so sure about that.
There is nothing that you cannot come back from.
Spoken like a true good shepherd. Anyway, I don't want to spoil the mood, but that's not the tape we're looking for.
Garden of Earthly Delights?
Oh man, great movie. Very elegant. Panned by the critics though. But the director is a badass. He personally showed up to one of those ceremonies to accept the award for the worst movie of the year.
We do not need to bow to outside pressure.
Easier said than done, my man.
It takes courage to not give in to the pressure.
Oh yeah, it does. But hey, if that director can resist it, then why the hell can't I, right? But let's get back to it, because that's not our tape.
Nothing in thriller or drama.
Okay, how about you check in the sci-fi and action section? I'll have a look at horror.
Celestial Decay.
Classic. Still waiting for a sequel, but the guy who did that one has never made a part 2 in his career. But he said that if he ever did, he'd do a sequel to that one. How do you feel about that? Sequels, remakes, comic book adaptations, etc.
They give hope that there is more.
Yeah. Plus, you get to meet the characters you liked again. That's why I don't hate them. Anyway, risking to sound like a broken record, that's not the tape we're looking for.
Eve's Flower.
Beautiful depiction of violence in that one.
Do you think violence can be beautiful?
It's just shown with a different sensibility to what we're used to. Maybe because the guy's European. You know how they are. It's different. It's cool, is all I'm saying.
Recognizing beauty in something ugly is a unique feature.
Doesn't pay the bills, though. Then again, I don't have bills to pay anyway.
You know movies. There is value in that.
Yep. There's nothing better than a good movie. But we're still missing our tape. Hey, I think I found it. I messed up the title a little. It's called Me, Sire. But here it is.
Isn't that the tape we're looking for?
Tape? What? What tape?
You like movies? Do you want to shoot an action movie?
I think I'll wait till it comes out on VHS.
Lights, camera, action!
I need a hand over here!
Do you need assistance?
Watch out! He's coming!
First, I hear a bunch of movie puns, and then everyone starts shooting. It all happens so fast.
Where is Pickles?
He ran out the back door.
Where will I find him?
I don't know. But homeless or not, you still have to give an address to get a membership card. Try the computer. Maybe you'll find something there. Who's gonna pay for all this?
You're all right.
Talk.
I overheard some torchheads saying that they were running away from the cops and went through that video store. They had a wad of drug money on them and didn't want the cops taking it, so they hid it in one of the VHS cases. I misheard the title, so I needed help.
You need much more help than that.
We all got problems. I fucked up, I know. And I get that you're on a mission to save my life or something. With all that great advice of yours, it takes courage. Sorry to disappoint you, Dad. But I'm lacking in that department. There's just one thing that I need right now.
Which is?
All I need right now is a fix. So, let me keep the money. You won't hear me asking about anything else.
Are you asking a police officer to leave you with money from nuke distribution?
I know you're a police officer first, but can't you be a friend this one fucking time?
I am not doing this as a police officer. I am doing it as a friend. Hand over the case.
You can't do this to me, man.
I just did.
Fuck you, Tin Man. I earn that money fair and square.
Greetings, citizen.
Sorry, officer, but I got no one to help since my best mechanic got slaughtered. None of you cops did jack about it.
I am here in regards to a fugitive.
Oh, damn. What is wrong with this thing? I need to get that car down, or God knows what might happen. Can you help me out with this? It's new and I don't know where I put the manual.
Stand back.
Go on then. Let's see how it's done. I thought you knew how to bring that car down. Can't be that hard. It doesn't start. Pop the hood. So, do you know what the problem is?
Spark plugs are not the main culprit. There is no power. Battery is fine, stable, above 12 volts.
That's one thing checked off then.
I detected an electric current inside the cooling tank. I recommend grounding it to fix the problem, but I am sure that you knew about that already.
What? I mean, I would never miss such a thing.
The coil has been disconnected.
That would explain the car not starting. I'm guessing it's an easy fix. It started. We're on the money. Well done, RoboCop. You are one serious Swiss Army man.
I am best at catching criminals. I should get back to it.
You said earlier you were looking for someone.
A biker. Have you repaired any motorcycles recently?
As a matter of fact, I did. This big, chunky guy showed up. Bald head, big ears, and spiky beard. Wasn't really warm and cuddly, but he paid cash in advance. So why would I refuse?
Do you know the whereabouts of this individual?
I don't, but he asked me if I do paint jobs too. Then showed me a ripped-out page that had a tattoo design on it. He asked me to spray a mean-looking bird onto his gas tank.
Why do you think the design was intended for a tattoo?
The page he handed me had other graphics, which were clearly tattoo designs. And, as far as I remember, it had the address of a tattoo parlor that's close by printed on the bottom of the page.
What was the design you sprayed onto his motorcycle?
It was some sort of bird, but I don't know what it's called. I'm not a botanist. But it had a bald head.
Thank you for the information. Proceeding to the tattoo parlor.
Is that true? Mary has to close her restaurant?
2 words. Delta City.
Full metal armor and you still want piercings. Hey, respect.
I am not here for that.
A tattoo, then. It'll really bring out that jawline.
My body wears enough scars.
Believe me, you can never have enough of these puppies. Anyway, if you're not here for inking, what do you want?
A biker called Spike. I heard he was your customer.
I don't serve no bikers. Don't know who told you that, but it's a load of bull.
Are you denying making tattoos for the street vultures?
You've got no proof, cop. Now stay off my case. I need to get back to my work. What next? You gonna try to tell me that I'm smuggling nuke in a red inker?
Do you?
You still here? I don't want my...
I found evidence of your connections to the biker gang.
I'm not telling you nothing, cop.
Spike and what is left of the street vultures are going down. It is your choice if you want to join them.
Ah, fuck. I told him not to come in here when he was so hot. He brought this on himself.
Where is he?
He's got a place nearby somewhere, but I don't know where exactly.
I am afraid this information is too vague.
His motorcycle must be parked outside. It's some sort of chopper. I don't know. You can check the plate number on that photo.
Wise choice for a scum artist.
Oh, I can't concentrate with all those reflections bouncing off your armor.
Hey, RoboCop. Mr. Mills would like to have a word. He's waiting in the car.
Is this the right button? Can it hear me?
Yes, sir. He can hear you.
Hey, Silverboy. The tracker says you were near the apartment of that domestic terrorist we talked about. Your memory is probably glitchy, so I figured I'd send you a friendly reminder. Check the place out. How do you guys end these? Over and out?
There's no need...
Over and out.
I hate the day shift.
City Hall is the decaying symbol of mismanagement and corruption. Detroit deserves a fresh start. And the only way to achieve that is to take the city private. Delta City, for our children.
Galera, obrigado por estar vendo a live, tá? Daqui a pouco eu vou jogar pra vocês o Dead by Daylight aí. E a Mena joga o Avatar que não deu pra jogar hoje aí.
Be quiet, you moron! Yes, we'll get working in no time, Mr. Wendell. Sir. Yes! You won't screw it up.
He's using you, just like he used us. He hired us, but he failed to deliver.
Talk about a sore loser. You had your chance and you blew it. Now it's the Torchhead's turn. Deal with him, biker bitch!
But I
You weren't invited. Let's crush this tin can!
What did Wendell make you do?
You saw it yourself. He needed us to extract brains from corpses. Most of my men didn't have the stomach for it.
Why brains?
He would never say. Wendell keeps his cards close to his chest.
Where is he?
When? Now? I bet it'd be in front of a screen, wherever that fucking signal is supposed to reach. 'Cause he's always watching.
Operator, requesting an ambulance. One unconscious fugitive suffering heavy blood loss. Operator, Wendell's trail leads to the outskirts west of town, continuing pursuit. Officer Washington, I will be your field trainer for today. Requesting readiness confirmation.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, but maybe the others are right. I might not really be cut out for field work.
Ask yourself, do I have the will to clean the streets of Detroit of unrighteous individuals?
Yeah, As a matter of fact, I do. Officer Washington reporting for field training.
Good, you have your body armor on. Well done. What about the rest of your gear? Service pistol?
Got it.
Spare ammunition?
Check.
Duty light?
Never part with it.
Good job. Preparation is the most important. So is knowing your surroundings. Are you familiar with this area?
Isn't this the part of the city where it gets really busy like all the time?
Police!
I think that answers my question.
Please! I need your help!
Set the radio to my channel and follow me.
Roger that.
An officer needs to be confident. Straight back, sturdy walk, together with a clear and unshaking voice.
Officers, thank God you're here. I really need your help. What happened is...
When responding to a request for aid, the first thing is to introduce yourself to the potential victim. Watch and learn. I am Officer Murphy. How do you do, madam?
Well, to tell you the truth...
The second thing is to reassure the victim of their safety. Madam, you do not need to be afraid anymore. We are here to help you.
Yes, but it's not about me.
The third thing is...
I'm quite familiar with the field training manual, so if you don't mind, I'll take over. Ma'am, could you please tell us what happened?
It's my cat, Fortune. He's missing. Fortune is my biggest treasure. I can't lose him.
Do you have any idea where he might be?
The only place I can think of is the basement. I've also heard some ruckus coming from downstairs today, but the lights aren't working and my eyesight's not so good anymore.
Is it okay for us to investigate the basement?
Yes, it makes an excellent opportunity for low-light training. Let us proceed downstairs.
Good luck down there. The cat has that name for a reason. He really brings fortune.
Turn
so
your
don't you come
flashlight
back
on.
without him.
Right.
Duty light can be advantageous, but it can also be a liability. Keeping it close to you creates a clear target for the violators. It is good practice to hold the duty light away from your body.
I don't remember reading that in the field manual. Did you get it from a different book?
No, from experience.
Clear. Clear. Hey, I think I just saw the cat. You think I should try to remove these planks?
Stand aside.
Gosh, you are strong, ain't you?
Let us get back on track.
Sure thing. What was that? Ah, man, I walked into a mess. And now my shoes are covered in strawberry jam.
When chasing a suspect, do not rush head first. Take blind corners as wide as possible. Cuts down on being surprised. The fugitive has left a trail. This time, pace yourself. Do not get out of breath during a foot pursuit. You will need stamina to engage the fugitive later.
Oh, looks like he stopped by the spilled paint can.
Suspect might be intoxicated.
I used to know these kids who gave their cat stomach medicine to make it loopy.
Is there a moral to that story?
Cats are susceptible to substance misuse. Shh! I heard something. I think it's coming from the piano. That cat must be hiding inside. Let me lure it out.
Go ahead.
There it is! It's escaping! Darn it! It went through here, but that's a very narrow passage. Let's try the door. It's locked, but I can try to squeeze through that gap.
Go ahead.
Okay, here I go. It's actually not as bad as I thought. Cool. Now let me get that door open for you. Who'd have thunk that being small can actually have its advantages?
An eager police officer with a small build is worth twice as much as a big slacker. Good work, Officer Washington.
Thank you, sir. What was that? I'm afraid this time it's a one-way street, Mr. Cat. But where are you hiding? There he is. Oh gosh, Fortune. You look a mess. You think he's all right?
The cat is fine. You can take it back to its owner. I will clean up any remaining mess.
Okay, see you soon.
It's Washington. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. What is your status?
We got a problem. I'm on the second floor and have a visual on multiple armed suspects entering our location. Most of them are heading your way, but I can hear some stairs.
Do not engage yet. Take your time and find the most Officer Washington?
Sir.
Keep cool. I am coming up to have your back.
Glad to hear that, sir.
You think... Look out! It's a...
For much longer, sir. We're in Pig. Nowhere to hide now. Drop your guns! Fuck! He got me! Ah!
What is your status?
I'm hit!
Remain calm. I am here.
That was tense. I need a breather.
Officer Washington, your performance today was impressive.
Thank you, sir. Means a lot coming from you.
You will be fine. It is only a superficial wound.
See? I've told you that cat brings luck. Isn't this just wonderful?
We should vote Kuzak. The Mills guy's just another... not ordinary people.
I'm telling you, she was looking straight at me, like I was the only man.
Galera, vou parar essa live por aqui, tá? Daqui a pouco eu volto pra vocês com a live do Dead by Daylight, tá? Amanhã nós continuamos, nós paramos aqui no RoboCop. E amanhã joga o Avatar. Daqui a pouco eu volto pra vocês com o DBD aí, tá? Valeu pra vocês aí.